And I think the part of this is putting companies on the hook. This process that Bill Winters referenced, we have 1,500 of the world's largest companies are now in a position where they're making these commitments. All of a sudden, once you're in making those commitments and participating in the type of offset market that this report recommends, it's not just a commitment. It's a commitment which has a net zero plan, which is rooted in science-based targets, if those are available for your sector. And as those watching will know, that is spreading across the sector. So not just a plan, not something you've written on the back of a napkin, one rooted in science-based target. Annual reporting requirements, that's one of the recommendations in terms of your absolute reductions. And then alongside that, if you are using offsets, well, offsets that come from a market that has the type of transparency and integrity that Annette and Bill Bill Winters have outlined. But let me just reemphasize. So there's those elements. It brings companies into it's part of what brings companies into a formal system. And by the way, all stakeholders around those companies will be scrutinizing and have the information they need to scrutinize in terms of absolute reductions and those offsets. But just if I can make one last adjacent point, if I will, which I started with, which is this is about preserving or conserving, maximizing the use of a very limited carbon budget. And what are we supposed to be doing during that time? We need to do two big things. One, we need to turn over the capital stock for proven economic technologies like existing renewables, that solar, wind, and others, to get emissions, absolute emissions down. And secondly, we need to put big money and a lot of focus and a lot of smart people around the type of breakthrough technologies that we need ultimately to get to absolute zero, whether around hydrogen, direct air capture, or sustainable jet fuels. And so we need all of that, which is why I started with this is complementary. It's one piece of the puzzle, but we do need this market.